a second.
How's he gonna sync it up and then wait?
I just needed to do it at the beginning. I got it.
Let me know when you're ready.
Okay, my water.
Oh my god.
Okay. All right.
Ready?
Yep.
Episode 4. This is We're from Indiana.
Yep.
The podcast not about Indiana.
We're in a new location today.
Yes, our home. And this is Aries.
Corey's getting her hair done.
Yeah, we've been at this for... What time we start? We took a bunch of breaks. A lot has happened today. We went and picked up a rental car. You know, it's just been one of them days full of black people bullshit.
Black people bullshit?
Yeah.
We did.
Kayla, are you in the side? You see Kayla in this?
Probably.
Yeah, at least put a hand in. Hello. Waving. Yeah, so we just been moving through the day. So we are at home because if we didn't do this now, this wouldn't happen this week.
This is a real podcast with no audience. We live our life regardless.
This is no studio audience.
Look, episode 1, I was as professional as possible.
I don't know why.
Last episode, didn't really care. This episode, I'm smoking on the chair.
It's a couch. It's actually a futon.
30 people will see this. It's really no big deal.
This is our life. Well, I'm just ready to jump into the shit that I don't like because it kind of goes into why the day was what it was.
How are we not doing a Q&A this week?
Because I didn't remember to ask people any Q&As.
No, we did not. Y'all got any Q&A for us? Kayla, Aries, y'all got a question? Here, wait. Let me give you. Here, Corey, give a mic.
Why? I don't know. What are y'all's questions and answers usually about?
Well, feel free to introduce yourself, even promo yourself if you want.
Hey, I'm Aries. At abominable _ Aries on Instagram. At that one art hoe, the number 1 on Twitter. Yeah. I use they them pronouns. I really ain't got shit to promote.
Yourself.
Oh.
We just wanted everybody to know who you are.
Oh, yeah. I'm here experimenting on some hair, doing a mediocre but okay job. I think it looks pretty cute. But yeah, what the hell are y'all's Q&As usually about?
It can be anything.
Literally anything.
We just open it up to Instagram.
I feel like y'all probably, I don't know. What is the rating of this podcast?
Well, you can say anything you want. No one's listening.
If you met a clone of yourself, would your first instinct be to fuck him or to kill him?
That's a good one. Corey, you go first.
This one's hard. Because, okay, initial instinct is honestly kill because I feel like if there was a clone of myself, the clone of myself would want to replace me. And
replace you.
Yeah, like I feel like the clone would be out to kill me.
You do that to you.
If you do it
Nigga, that's what I'm saying. Like, I'm like, if I'm choosing to kill, the clone is probably also gut instinct is to kill.
Maybe the clone only thing that gotta kill you because you coming at it with that energy off top.
But I'm not trying to be replaced. And you've put this in my head, actually, Taryn, because there have been multiple times you've touched me and like I was trying to make sure you're not a clone. So I think in my head I'm like, oh, a clone would really try to come for me and replace me and take over what my life is. And then it's like, I don't know.
I thought that you would try to kill the clone just because you know that if you were to have a child, they would test you harder than anybody else do because you like getting away testing everybody unchecked all day. It's not a fair fight.
Just because you lose?
You read every day. You write every day. And most people, they ain't thinking about words much as you.
So you mad because I'm educated?
No, but if you had to deal with yourself, it would be hell.
Yeah, I go some rounds with myself.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know though, or we just get in depth discussions and then I'd really find out everything that I need or want to know. But that's not the question. I would, I think I would kill my clone. But then I think that I'd be tormented because I killed my. Yeah, I don't know. This is hard.
Corey. Wow, I
But
can't
also,
believe.
I think that it'd be tormented if I chose to fuck myself because I'd be like, yeah, wow.
Yeah, that's true too.
This was a really hard question. Wait, what's your answer?
Well, you know what? I feel like me and my clone would have like an anime type relationship where like it's damn near like a sitcom. Like one episode we trying to kill each other. The next episode we trying to just be like,
It'd be a saga.
"Well, what's good?" But nigga, like, what you up to?
Well,
And then be like, "Nigga, I'm gonna kill your ass, nigga." And then we'd be like, "I don't know."
it sounds like you'd have seasons with yourself.
Yup, cause I can't destroy myself.
I mean, you could. You could.
This was a hard question.
It was. I wasn't ready for that, but I appreciate it.
That was the first stumper of our whole season of the podcast.
Also, back to I'm a big advocate for practice, and that's what's happening with my hair. And Aries is doing a great job, even though I think they are being hypercritical of themselves, and that's fine, because that's how growth occurs. And so far, I'm a fan. But did you want another question? Or are you ready to move?
Let's get Kayla. Kayla, let's see if
Kayla,
you can
got a question?
come with the question.
Hello.
We don't edit anything, by the
I'm
way.
Kayla. I got nothing to promote. I'm their girlfriend. That's about it. I'm here being supportive. Question is a hot dog a sandwich? And your reason why?
Excellent question.
I went first last time, so it's your turn.
You know, I'm gonna have to say that the thing that makes it not a sandwich is that connecting bit. You know what I mean? Because really,
like the bun?
it's really just a boat.
It's a boat.
It's a boat with meat on it.
A meat boat. A hot dog is a meat boat.
It's a boat with meat on it, and the boat holds ketchups and mustards and relish.
So the bun is the boat.
It's almost like the Noah's Ark of food.
Wait, but by that logic, isn't a hoagie not a sandwich?
Is a hoagie a sandwich?
Wow.
See, I was gonna say that a hot dog is a sandwich because it can close and it holds it. So because sometimes the bun comes it separates. So then you do have the whole smash situation. Also, if you look, this is also where my logic comes from. Oreos are cookie sandwiches. So this is a hot dog is just its own version of sandwich. Because if you read the label on Oreos, it says cookie sandwich.
I mean, you're right about that. It does say that.
So I think that hot dogs are sandwiches. I would not classify them as a meat boat. And
I see what you're saying.
Yeah, I do think that hot dogs are their own type of sandwich.
Well, let's ask each other a question and then go into the next segment.
Am I asking a question first?
I can go first if you want.
Go for it.
All right. So, what have you learned about me so far in our 4 episodes of podcasting?
I've just in podcasting or
just in the 4 episodes.
I mean, I already knew this, but it solidified. You like to take your time. You take your time with everything, really. Podcasting is no different. Yeah, you just.
How am I taking time?
Well, it's just the way you go about things. It's you gotta have your process. You have your rituals. You're okay, I gotta make sure everything's in place, which makes sense, especially for podcasting. You do have to have everything in place: camera, lights, action, all that jazz. But you go the extent of just Like right before we started, do I do the bathroom again? Let me go do that real quick. Let me do I could be in position ready to start this whole podcast, which has happened every time, and it'll still be another
but
20
babe,
minutes.
That's because you're the beauty and the brains of this podcast. Babe.
I appreciate that.
You just always. I'm the one that we gotta be nervous about.
I'm just telling you what I've learned. That's it. My question to you. What's your favorite tech purchase you've ever made?
I know why that question came up. I know exactly why that. I mean, baby, it would have to be so obvious with me. It was the first camera I ever bought.
Oh yeah, we did talk
Battle
about
Creek,
that.
Michigan. They even still had a camera store.
Oh, you bought it at a camera store?
I bought it at a real camera store. I didn't know what the hell any of the shit did. No, I actually bought it at Best Buy. But I bought a microphone for the camera at the camera store. Nervous as hell. People were like, what kind of gear you shoot with? And I was like, a Nikon. They were like, oh, photography, videography? I was like, videography. And I didn't know that those two don't go together.
Wait,
but
videography and photography?
Nikons are not a videography
Well,
camera.
I could have told you that. I think I did tell you that.
I just liked how the Nikon felt.
I just knew when you told me you shot Nikon. I was like, oh, okay. All right.
My dad had a Nikon, and I thought black people shoot Nikon. Because when I thought about high school graduations and shit, black people always had the little yellow stripe on the strap. I'd never seen anybody other than white kids with the Canon, and I had not met the elite black folks with Sonys
until you met me.
Yeah, pretty much every black videographer has a Sony. I've yet to have a Sony. It's so damn expensive.
Are we done? Oh no, there's one more.
But I'd say the camera. You know why the camera?
It kickstarted a lot of things for you.
Because I just knew it was going to change my life.
Yeah, it did. It was it was like an onward trajectory for you, which I think is very symbolic because cameras represent visionaries, and so makes sense.
There's 3 things that I knew was going to change my life: the camera, and then the next thing was I had that good meeting with David, the landlord of the Bloomington shop, and then I matched with this woman on Tinder back in the day. Back in Indianapolis. She was on the west side of Indianapolis, y'all. And I was in Bloomington, Indiana.
Bless us and keep
just
us.
60 miles away. We don't
folks.
usually talk about Indiana, but we met through them tender streets of Indiana.
The tender streets.
Yeah, babe.
Yeah, I just got on there to laugh, but here we are now.
I gave Corey the super like. I don't even give those out because I thought they were creepy.
The super like was creepy though. Typically, it was always on some creep.
Whenever I got a super like, I just kind of look at the person and be like, no, absolutely not. I wouldn't even like people that gave me a super like because I was like, I'm never going to message you. So what's the point?
So why did you expect to be messaged for giving out a super like?
My heart told me that you were important just because, it was like that same day. I watched the video where the one guy was like, and I just asked the universe, like, please just show me the right person to be with. And that day I went to an art show.
And the universe answered.
I did that shit, up my miles by 60, gave her the super like. She didn't even like it back instant. It took 2 days for her to message me.
I didn't have
back.
the app downloaded.
2
I was
whole
just
days.
I didn't have the app downloaded. I was trying to be on a cleanse from bullshit.
She was looking down. She had hands on her knees looking down, laughing at the camera.
What are you talking about?
Not even Megan Thee Stallion shit. Just.
Are you talking about one of my pictures?
Yeah, babe. Your pictures.
My hands weren't on my knees. I was in a dress.
You were like this.
I know what one you're talking about. That was not that was not the picture.
Every one of Corey's pictures was her laughing, like.
You super liked it.
I did because I was like laughing black folk. I was like a thinking black woman with amazing glasses and sense of style.
My God.
And she laughs.
My God.
She laughs all the time.
You couldn't tell I was laughing. How'd you not? How'd you know? Like, what? That was my
Because
smile.
I found out later that your smile is your laugh. Whenever you smile for
Okay.
shit, you like,
Fair. I do not sound like that, but I understand where you're coming from.
Yeah, but you know what I'm saying. But I ain't never saw no smiling black woman in every photo. Usually a couple is just like,
Who's putting a picture like that on their profile?
I swiped on people who were like 4 months pregnant, dude left, what's good? Everybody's on Tinder, babe. They don't like have requirements. They literally they just have a phone with some reception. There's people who got no service and go into the library just for swipes.
What? This is cute. It feels cute. What you think?
You got no requirements to it. It looks amazing, babe.
Thanks.
Look at you.
We do gotta boil some water. Okay, Aries gonna go boil some water. I'm gonna cut you off on this whole Tinder escapade journey that you're going on because I don't need to talk about it.
Okay. Well, point is,
you gotta pull the door from the bottom.
We met on them.
You gotta like
streets,
pull it from the bottom.
and it was one of the best decisions I ever made.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, these doors are tricky. It was a great decision. I'm happy that we're here.
3 things, and now we got a dog, so maybe it's 4.
We do. In terms of, I'm going into the first segment.
Okay, babe.
Shit we don't like.
Yeah.
Oh, my hair is cute. I just needed to look at it in a little selfie thing.
Mm.
I right now really don't like adulting requirements. As in like our car won't start, so I think we got to get like a new starter and stuff. So today ended up being a day where we had to just like figure out life, go get a rental, do all that. Said rental had to wait over an hour.
We did wait a bit.
There's a car shortage. You know, I think that this is the new thing people like to say. Like when they were like, there's a chicken shortage. Wrong. There was not a chicken shortage. There was a labor shortage, which made it so there wasn't as much chicken. This whole like car.
Them chickens was living extra weeks with that labor shortage.
Yeah. This like car shortage situation.
They was probably about to unionize. You give them another week.
Chickens?
Them chickens probably was about to unionize.
Shut
if
up.
You gave them one more week.
Oh my God.
They was about to get their paperwork put in.
Just a cluck. But yeah, I just, it's like necessary things. I get it. We're grown. We have to do all these things. We take responsibility, this, that, the other. But sometimes I would just like to chill.
Yeah.
And not have to make decisions like all the time.
Yeah, y'all wanna share the mics this episode? We can turn the camera. Y'all can be on that side. We'll turn this. We don't edit shit.
You can do the
all
rather than the red table, it could be the black futons.
Y'all here. Y'all can grab this mic and we'll have this mic. Look.
Okay. I gotta share a mic with you.
I just hope that people love this. You can tell our full production qualities.
It's looking extra trappy.
With me just.
What are you doing back there, Brent?
It's almost beautiful not editing podcasts because you really can just let people see just
the real
how much you ain't got shit. All right, so Corey, you gotta hold this one down here so when you take it. But I'm gonna let you be the main.
Well, I was kind of done with the shit that I don't like, but basically, first segment we'd say shit we don't like, and it can be anything that you don't like on any topic.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely anything.
Yeah. So what's some shit you don't like? Just today.
For this week.
I'm about to start a corporate job, so I'm censoring myself.
That's real. That's real.
There's a lot of stuff I don't like. For this week, stuff that I don't like. Pass.
You don't got nothing.
Oh, I got a lot.
Not even the sky.
I got a lot.
Bad driving.
Dang.
People that late to work.
You always got something to say.
You can do one of those like, what's the bad, but it make you look good.
I think Aries shared a lot of shit they don't like earlier though.
I
So it might be the tank might be on
That's
E.
it. That's true. That's true.
What don't you like?
That's a great question because I usually just be chilling most days. I don't know. The obvious answer is food related, but
Yeah. Let's talk about what you don't like.
You don't like.
What don't you like? What food don't you like?
I don't like cheese.
Cheese.
Wow. Whoa.
Mac and cheese.
Nope.
Nope.
Oh, I thought I made you a sandwich with cheese on it though.
You didn't. You made the sandwiches, but there was no cheese on that one.
Oh.
That was the only sandwich with no cheese on it.
When did you discover that like everyone else was loving cheese and you was just like,
Oh, I had an entire family who told me that I lost my mind.
Wow. So how much mac and cheese did they try to get you to eat? Like, well, you ain't had mine yet.
My siblings, there are 4 of them, so there's 5 of us total. Particularly my little sister and my older brother. They would find anything cheese related. That could be, the little jar of nacho cheese. It could be a piece of cheese from, the block or whatever. And they would terrorize me to run around the house and they try to force feed it into my mouth because they're
So
wild.
then they went and traumatized cheese.
So they're wild. This was already when I had decided that I didn't like it. So then they'd be like, "No, you like cheese? Stop playing." Because apparently, I ate it as a small child, but I would eat anything my mother fed me until my taste buds decided that they no longer liked it. And to this day, I don't like cheese.
Wow, that's cheese trauma. That's like your mayonnaise trauma.
I did last
Yeah.
episode. My shit I don't like was mayonnaise.
You don't like mayonnaise?
I like it now, but it has to be on something. But someone like asked me if I wanted pudding as a kid
And gave
and
him
put a
mayonnaise.
spoonful of mayonnaise in. Like I was like, sure, and they were like,
That's fucking disgusting. Do you like the tangy quip of a Miracle Whip?
last episode, I was like, I don't like the tanginess. I don't like white sauces, things, whatever. I was like, I don't even like it.
Not
Jimmy
even the
John's.
Japanese white sauce at the hibachi?
I'm always on edge. Now ranch has the black specks, so I know I'm safe, But just pure white and thick, I'm just kind of like on edge.
Well, if you look closely to Yum Yum sauce, is just what I've come to know that it's in the bottle, but in the hibachi spot we call it the white sauce. There's usually some tiny red flecks of, I'd like to think it's paprika or something in there. So it doesn't look pure white like mayonnaise.
I just need that.
I like spicy mayo.
I just need that because, it's like, but ice cream, great. But
Ice cream and mayonnaise are not in the same.
I know, but it's the same texture-ish, whatever. But, like, I can handle white stuff. But I can't handle a jar of room temperature mayonnaise just slathered. I don't trust people that double scoop mayonnaise on things. If I found out that someone asked for extra mayo, I probably could never be friends with them.
Wow.
That's deep. That's a deep hurt.
I don't know if mayonnaise is going to be a go-to for me, but the cheese brought it out.
That's real. This is 2 episodes in a row you've talked about mayonnaise.
Too.
No, it's a deep pain. Yeah, I've tried to make sure we don't stay too fixated on the things we don't like, so that we can leave it on a high note.
I didn't say what I don't like this week yet.
Oh yeah, I forgot. Mayonnaise was your last week. What's your this week?
Let me. All right, so
Light another one.
yeah, Okay, so
I think they can hear you.
maybe but I got the headphones. I could hear. So, it's like shit I don't like. Okay, y'all know what? Sometimes people be hard to understand all the time. You know what I'm saying? It's like you just be having a conversation with somebody, and then like you don't know if it's them or you, but then your brain is like, did I talk too damn much? Or is it like, or are they just like not interested in what I had to say or some shit? You know what I mean? Like, but then you just like, damn, people can be hard to talk to sometimes.
So you don't like talking to people.
I don't like talking to people when it's them days where you just like, what's going on today? I get overwhelmed when people ask me too many questions at the grocery store.
Did you have an overwhelming day today?
Nah, but you ever have like a conversation with someone for a long time and then you like, I wonder if I talk too much.
You do that a lot, though.
I have them 3-hour conversations with someone and they'll be like, maybe I shouldn't have talked so much.
Did you talk the entire 3 hours?
Hell yeah.
So you
much.
don't like. I don't know. I still don't fully understand what it is you don't like.
Well, my therapy day was 2 days ago, so I'm not as in tune with myself today.
You only in tune on therapy days?
I'm more in tune on therapy days. Therapy day, you ask me a question and I answer it at every level. 2 days after therapy day, I'm just like, I don't know.
You're also high right now. A glistening high.
All right, so episode 4, sometimes I smoke. We at the crib.
Is that your all for your what you don't like?
Yeah.
Okay.
Keep it light.
Okay. We're gonna move through that one. And
I would just like to say that my dislike for this week, things I don't like tequila.
Oh.
really? That's like
I
my
can-
drink
I can
of
see that one.
choice. Is this new information?
No, I've never
I know
really
the
loved
reason why.
tequila, but we on Sunday night, the 4th of July, not that I was celebrating that shit, but on the 4th of July, it was Taco Tuesday on a Sunday. One of our friends made birria. It was fucking delicious. And we had these like pre-made margaritas, like that come in the big bottle. The thing is, like, those taste like juice.
Right. So you just keep drinking.
Yeah,
it.
so I just kept drinking it.
Yeah.
And the alcohol content is a lot higher than I thought it was. So I ended up throwing up on the bathroom floor twice. Missing twice. This was hours apart. Like, projectile vomiting on the bathroom floor twice. Getting put in the shower, and Kayla, like, hosed me
We
off.
too old. We too old for that.
No, I'm too old for that.
I know. Wow.
Yeah, and like I was still throwing up in there, and then I woke up the next morning and like tried to drink some water, and I threw that up too. So I spent like all of yesterday just sick off of my fucking ass, and that's why I don't like tequila.
Yeah, it only takes like one bad tequila like experience for it to be like a forever now. Like that's how I am with Hennessy.
Oh yeah,
Hennessy. I swear I was dying.
That was the horniest night of my life.
Wasn't for me. I was on the bathroom floor sure that was how I was gonna die. I took 3 shots in less than a minute, and it was just done.
I just thought I never really got to try Hennessy because like it was so damn expensive. I was like broke, but now I don't drink ever. But every time I drink, I feel like I'm gonna die the next day.
I don't know. I still like the taste of it, but I gotta cool it on alcohol because recovery.
Wait, did you say you like the taste of it?
She likes the taste of it.
Yeah.
She likes coffee. She's a huge coffee person.
Oh, okay.
She
So
likes
is Aries.
She likes bitter things. She likes.
I mean, I like coffee, but Hennessy tastes like motor oil.
I don't know. I love the taste of tequila. Straight. I used to drink.
taste
drink.
of it?
Yes, I used to drink.
Corey used to drink heavy. It's a blessing I didn't meet Corey during this time, because she tell me I wouldn't have been able to handle her.
Speaking of corporate America, what I used to do is when I would get stressed out, I would go smoke in the back. If I got a little bit too elevated, I would just come inside and drink from my stash in my office, because the owner where I worked told me that the only way to get through is to have at least a bottle of scotch at all times around, because that's the only way you could take the edge off. He was not wrong, but I developed a problem in those days. Yeah, drinking was easy for me, and I liked it. I liked the taste of it. Yeah. Those were different days. Very different days.
But she was so good at her job. In this corporate America, they only care about results.
Yeah. Nobody knew. It was like that TikTok. Like, who's going to know? Nobody's going to know.
How would they know?
How would they know? They never knew. And I was usually working late, so nobody was there. Yeah. What a time. What a time to be alive. I don't suggest doing that. Do not do that in your new job.
I won't.
Yeah. Oh, we're boiling water, right?
Yeah, it's ready. I'm about to go get it.
Okay. I just didn't want us to be in here forgetting that we were boiling water.
Oh no, don't worry about it. It would be like probably an hour before
I guess
if y'all
that's
have
true.
like a glass top electric stove, nothing would catch on fire. We'd be fine.
That's true. That's true.
Yeah, I'm gonna go get it. I'm gonna put that towel around your shoulders.
Got you. Yep.
I'm gonna put it in a mug.
Okay. We got a plan.
This is a for real, like, hair is being done today day.
All of it.
It has been in the calendar for weeks,
Not 8 weeks.
for days.
Maybe a week.
But we really only had one day to film and do all of this.
Yeah. Speaking of what we're creating, I'm still working on the same things I've been working on, but I'm about to start working on more jewelry and do some kind of special to help pay for this car situation that's about to happen. And what else? Oh, I got a note back from my publisher that my sample draft seems to be great, so I get to continue on to make this book what it is. Patreon.com. Who's your queen? I'm just putting all my updates there. I'm also on a social media cleanse of sorts, just on my art page, because that's what I should have said. I don't like the pressures of social media. That can be a different episode though, because that's a whole lot.
What kind of social media pressures you been feeling?
Just like, if it's not there, did it happen? Which is not how I live my life. And it's very like, I think mostly when you make your money from social media sources, kind of like we do, of like, if there's not content there, then that must mean like we dropped off or this or that. When it's like, actually, when I see that, I think like somebody's really busy rather than they just must not create anymore or something. Like, so the perception of it doesn't make sense to me. And so I'm trying to keep creating space from all of that, because it doesn't feel good for me. It's not good feels. But I'm not that I'm not working on anything. I'm just like, it hasn't really changed from last week. It's the same thing. Still creating space, rest, and healing for myself, which part of that is stepping farther away from social media. I think because I answer your messages, I do like the playground, like I do stuff.
Are intense. My messages will wear you out. Like, they used to not, but they can just come. So it'll be like, wake up 15 messages, or like, say like, wake up 7 messages, you don't respond to them. 4 hours later, it's like 11 messages, and then whenever you take them, maybe it's like 15 messages, and then when you start responding, the number just stays the same because they're replying, and then you get new. So it'll be like right when you reply to everything, you got 3 news. Kayla, what you working on?
Work.
That was for real. Yup.
Yeah, I was working today while y'all were doing hair, and while we went to the rental store. I had a meeting, but we can do that on my phone.
Yeah. In the car, everywhere. That's work. Really. I'm done with what I'm creating. It's on you now.
I'm gonna be. I just finished up a little video. It's like 4.5 minutes, and it was just me drawing one of the resistance pigs on the flight. And cool thing that happened was I realized, like, okay, so for me, coming up with audio just like for a video sometimes can be the most stressful thing. And like I'd rather just like make the audio like live, whatever, like vlog style, but doing that like desktop shit. But the cool thing was since we've been doing this podcast, I could just like find audio from the podcast and layer it. So it was nice because I got so many like terabytes of just like video from every week, and I just haven't been uploading. So I feel like I'm finding new ways to start getting busier with the video stuff.
I don't even know right now.
I can lead.
Yeah, I can't.
I feel like that was such a creative answer.
Appreciate it.
Look, I promise you, it's work, and then anything else that I do is spent playing Animal Crossing.
Ooh, tell us about your island. Describe this island.
Okay. Aries named our island. That has been about the brunt of all of their work on the island. You started the game first, which means that Aries' profile has all of the important responsibilities, as in like I have to log into their profile whenever we need something built, but I'm the one doing all the work. I'm making all the money for you so we can get construction done.
This is why Aries does not do most of the work, because Aries got you.
Let's see. The first thing I made a little.
Yeah, it's okay.
Oh shit.
A little bit.
I'm so sorry.
It's okay.
You okay?
This is what happened when we got live podcasts.
It was just hot.
No, it's hot as fuck. I'm so sorry.
It's all right, y'all. Somebody's gonna be like, this is the greatest thing I've ever seen. Like one person, they're gonna be like, it's just like 4 black people and a French bulldog, and they getting their hair done and doing a podcast.
The whole thing. Wait, I haven't played Animal Crossing in so long.
You was into that game.
Yeah, this back.
You was into that game.
It's a very fun game. I just go in there and I can make whatever I want with whatever we got. So I'm out there being friends with all of our villagers. I got 6 out of the 10. I'm best friends with 6 out of the 10. I got their photos, so I'm plotting on those other 4.
Okay, I feel that.
Yeah, I'm trying to get these pictures. There's also this one villager, Chops, that Aries hates. You call him what? A pig Mussolini? What do you call him?
He is a little pig who wears an Italian military uniform, and I call him Pig Mussolini, and I hate him. I want him off my island.
And as soon as I get his picture, he will be chopped. Okay?
Oh my God.
But I did make his catchphrase, "Sup, comrade." I thought you would appreciate that you didn't.
My favorite was I had this little penguin on my island, and he's always like, he calls me Waddler. He's like, "What's up, Waddler?" But he always says that he's working out, and he's really just sitting under trees.
Oh my God, I think we have the same one.
I love
Peck?
him.
His name is Peck?
Yes.
Yes, we have the same
I love
villager.
him.
He's so cute.
He's adorable, and I love that he just likes everyone to think he works out a lot, and he does not. That's probably, it makes me want to play again, because that's all that got me through quarantine, truly. Like, that island.
Yeah, we got it closer to, the end of quarantine back in December. We got to switch as
Give me a tip
Christmas
again?
presents for ourselves.
Oh, what, for this last part? Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's going great. I made an infinity pool area. That was the latest thing I did. We made a little restaurant area. What did you want to call it? Sapphic Slices or something like that? Yeah, a little pizza restaurant.
It's an outdoor pizzeria. Very artisanal, very new age, up and coming.
Yeah, see, I do all the work. Aries gets all the credit. You know what I mean?
Well, I'm just glad that you on the island. It sounds like you the immigrant. It's the true immigrant story. You on this Animal Cross island. You came with the vision of what it could be, and now you just work your ass off.
I'm working my ass off.
Never get the credit.
Oh, a day where either CJ or Flick, the people who buy your fish and your bugs, when they show up all day, I'm plotting all day. At work, if I'm at work, I'm thinking about it. I'm like, all right, as soon as I get off work, I am fishing and bug catching for as long as possible so I can make some extra money.
Corey didn't like my island because I just wanted to make it very Indiana. Like,
it was literally full of trash. Like he would just get things and put it like you put like a washer dryer on the beach. You put a toilet on the beach. You just like made it like those like trash yards that you drive past. That's all his entire island was. And then he would never clean anything up, like even weeds, anything. And I was like, you could be making money. And it was all just trash.
So then what did you do? Just collect stuff and put it all over?
Yes.
So one of the things that I like about Indiana, just living in Bloomington so long, is everyone thinks the college is the culture. I think the culture is the people that just have cars and shit in their yard. So it's like a real Bloomington house, to my standards, has like 2 dilapidated cars, trucks for bonus points, and then like a washer dryer, one of those just sitting there. You know what I mean? Something to do some electric shit, and just like it's all fucked. Like nothing works, but it doesn't matter. And so I called my island Indiana too. And Corey was like, K Slider's never gonna come here.
Oh, that's the thing. So it was on my birthday, and I thought that I had never played Animal Crossing before this one. It was on my birthday, and I got to where like KK Slider like comes or whatever, and it does that like it looks like the end of a game. You know, it scrolls. Yeah. I threw my I was like, really, it's over? I was like, this whole game's over on my birthday? It was my 30th birthday. And I was like...
In the pandemic.
Yeah. So I was already on edge. I was just like, oh, so this game's just going to end on my birthday. I invested all this time and energy. And Taryn was like, I don't think that's the end. I think that's just like the song credits. That's all it was. It was the song credits. But I was devastated because I really was like, this game is over. All the way over.
Corey was like, even after when she figured out that she just, like, she got new abilities, right? And didn't care. She was just like, why would they do that to me? Why would they think that's okay, though? Why would you turn the screen black and show me pictures of my island? Like I'll never be able to go there again. I don't even know if it's actually over. It might be over. Yep. And then the people on her island wished her happy birthday. And she was like, oh, okay. This is okay. I like this.
It was like a whole celebration. They like give you cupcakes, everything. It was great.
Yeah. Can I ask you a question?
Yeah.
How many people were at your island birthday celebration?
I think 7.
Fuck. Because on my island birthday celebration, there were 3. And that should let you know how close I keep my circle.
Damn.
No, yeah, I don't talk to the villagers, and all of them, like, every time I play, they're like, we haven't seen you in 4 months.
That's what they did the last time I played. They're like, we haven't seen you in 7 months. And I was like, well, I've been living.
Yeah, no, I had, like, no friends at my birthday party. It was very lonely.
But did you at least get the cupcakes and stuff?
Yeah, I got the cupcakes, but everyone who I gave one out to was like, damn, I didn't think you were going to give me one of these. I thought you didn't even fucking like me. And I was like, damn.
They really show how they feel.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
Nintendo came up with a game, and when they said we're gonna hit you where it hurts, they meant it.
yeah. I am triggered every time I get a package from mom. I'm always like, there should be the settings. There should be some settings where we can, like, change that. Because I'm like, oh, that was so sweet. Like, some of these things are sweet.
My question is, why do they assume that you have a mom and not a dad?
That's what I'm saying.
Like, why is it always a package from mom? Because I, too, don't want no packages from mom.
But also, there's no afro in the hairs. You can't choose different things. So it's like, yeah, I do have problems, but ultimately, it's so interactive that I can get with it. I can. What you look at? What'd you lose? Okay. It's like, you lost something. I don't even know how we got here. We got on Animal Crossing, though, and I'm not mad about it.
It was the stuff we working on. Aries, you got stuff you working on?
What am I working on? I was working on some hair up until like 5 minutes ago.
We done.
And we're done with that now. I'm constantly working on getting better at doing hair. A couple days ago when I was drunk on tequila, I was working on my Spanish. You know, and it got muy mal.
What does that mean?
Bad.
Okay.
I've been working on my own tomato sauce recipe from scratch. I've been working on learning how to bake more types of bread.
Wow.
I started a lot of projects in the quarantine. You know,
Were you the bread maker?
yes. Oh, I was like the bread maker. I learned how to do hair pretty well. I like started like writing poetry again. I started dating someone. Disgusting. I don't know. I actually talked about this on my Twitter the other day.
Yeah.
As like a former gifted kid, you don't like a lot of us don't really know when to stop when it comes to hobbies.
Yeah, because you just keep starting new things because you can do everything.
Because you can do everything. You show like promise at everything. You're talented at everything.
Mm-hmm.
You know, such a problem that I'm so goddamn talented that like
Aries.
don't even like I don't even know when to stop. But I mean, like, no, I started a lot of quarantine. Oh, I was gonna start crocheting again. I didn't, but I bought all the materials and then threw them away.
You threw them away.
Yeah, I made you a hat. You don't wear it.
It's summer.
I have big hair. It's also summer in North Carolina.
It's hot.
Yeah, it's hot.
But I saved that one
In
for when I have to wear my big hairs out because all my other hats don't fit when my big hair is out.
Oh, is
I
it
saved that
like
one.
like
But
it
it's
goes
bigger.
over all your hair?
Yeah.
That's dope.
Mm-hmm.
But why'd you throw it all away?
I moved.
Oh, okay.
Like I moved like last week.
Right.
And I had a lot of like craft stuff because I also was like, oh, like I have this big box of arts and crafts stuff. I'm obviously gonna like do some crafts. I never did any crafts. I didn't do any crafts.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we started painting. We only did it like one time.
To be fair, we were supposed to do a Bob Ross night with friends. Then the pandemic happened, so only us did it.
Got you.
But we have a lot of paints, so we should. I personally would like to use it before it all dries up.
Yeah, like we've been working on a lot of stuff, but like as far as right now, hair, getting better at hair. I'm trying to get a lot better at hair. Bread, marinara sauce.
Wow.
Mm-hmm. Oh, I've been baking a lot. Been baking a lot of cake.
You made those cupcakes for us, and
I
that was
did.
great. Those were great.
Those were from the box.
Oh, well, I would have never known. You could have just been like, made those from scratch.
Yep.
They
Yeah.
would have been, but you had a lot to do, so you didn't have the time.
Yeah, like when I made the cupcakes, we're going off on a tangent here.
We
so
are.
I'm about to stop.
It's fine.
But the day I made the cupcakes, I also made pasta salad, potato salad. What else? Homemade lemonade.
You did a lot.
Yeah, I made all four of those things like within like a 4-hour period. So like it was a lot on one day.
Mm-hmm.
I will say the lemonade fucking smacked though.
I believe it.
Well, last segment, shit we like.
Oh, we're making the transition. The shit that we do like.
Yep. Last segment, y'all.
I'll go first. Okay. I'm going to say that I like communal functions. Like today. And like, okay, so like all day today, I was saying this earlier, how it feels like it was a really long day full of nothing, but like it was still full. Like it was still like full of things. Just a lot of little bullshit in here, doing this there. But I really like days like today where it was just like, all right, we could vent, we could eat some food, we did hair. It was just very black and that felt good. So I like days like today. I also think that it was a good balance from the night that we had of disappointing car issues. So it was like, oh, cool. Well, it's like, yeah, that sucks, but it's not as bad as like it could be. So that's what I really like. And I talked about that like a couple episodes ago where I was just like, I like authenticity where it's just like, all right, like it is what it is. Like when y'all pulled up, I was like, so can you drive us to the rental place? Because yeah, so like I just like when there's a flow and it's a good feel. Yeah. That's my what I like. Who next?
Yeah, shit you like for this week.
That's what I like this week.
Oh yeah, seeing if y'all got it.
I went first last time. You got it.
Why the fuck would you put me on the spot?
Here's the spot. The literal spotlight.
What I like this week. I really, really I like finishing what I've started. I like coming to the end of a chapter and coming to the beginning of a new chapter in my life, i.e. starting this new job, finishing up like school in the next couple months. I'm excited about, I've been a student my entire life. I'm excited about not being a student for the first time in
Yeah,
my
that's
life.
huge.
Yeah, like I've never not been in school.
Wow.
Yeah.
You think that's gonna be fun, like refreshing, or are you like how do you feel about it?
I think that, as a scholar, I am lamenting the end of
The words. It's the words for me. Those are great.
No, but like dead ass. I'm really, really excited about starting a new chapter. I'm excited to take a break, but I'm also excited to go back. But I think that like taking this break will give me the energy to go back.
For sure.
So yeah. Also I really like Kayla.
Oh.
Yeah,
that's
she
sweet.
cleaned up my throw up twice this week.
That is real.
That's real.
Like when I did that for Taryn, that's when I knew. I was like, I already knew, but I was like, when you're in that moment where it's like, I'm about to clean this up for this human. Right. Like it's like, oh, I'm about to do this for you.
It was that moment of I like you, but also I can't have my bathroom like this because first thing in the morning I gotta use the bathroom. So
Yep.
I can't look like this.
Yeah, because like if you just leave it, I had that thought. I was like, if this just stays here,
then it smelled. So like it couldn't stay. It couldn't stay either way. I was a little annoyed that you just happened to miss the toilet twice, not once but twice, and you were right there. But that we're moving past it. We got past it. We cleaned it up. You feel a lot better, and I'm happy for it.
You're on the other side. That's real.
Let's see. It's things that I like. Well, it's Wednesday, which means that it is New Comic Book Day. So
Oh,
I
yeah.
really love comic books.
You didn't hear that. They went to the comic book store this morning.
Yeah, before we drove up here, I had to stop and.
You go every week, right?
Every Wednesday, yep.
Wow.
And the people know me. It didn't take long, but they know who I am. Mask and all, like.
So when you go, like, do you always know what you're gonna get, or is it like you're just visiting?
Yeah, because they have a website, so you can see everything that's coming out. Usually they update it every Friday, so you can see everything that's about to come out.
Oh, okay.
And then they also started pubbing an app that they have. So every Wednesday they will go ahead and push everything that's coming out the following week, so that you can go ahead and just order it. Because sometimes, like, I will always forget to ask for something to be put on my pull list. And so just doing it that way is a lot easier, because I can have a full list of everything that I want to pick out. There's usually at least one every week. Today it was 9.
Wow.
So it's a bit of an expensive hobby. If you end up trying to read multiple things like I do, but if you stick within like a certain range, it shouldn't be too bad.
I was telling them earlier how your first girlfriend made you get rid of all your comics.
I'm so sorry. Were they like current comics, or were they like the older ones?
Well, I want to tell you the full story, but if I tell you the full story, I got a brother.
You can tell that off camera.
But look, I was dating someone. It should have been a red flag when someone tells you that you read too much.
Yes, because that makes no sense.
They were like, you read too much. I was like, well, I like reading at least 2 hours a day. And they were like, or you could just talk on the phone with me. So I was like, oh, it's true. So I gave up all the books. And then they were like, one day they were like, I'm hungry. I like want to get something to eat. And I was like, I don't got any money. And they were like, you ever heard of half price books? I was like, they were like, they'll give you good money for stuff. And I was like, and they were like, you already read them. Why would you ever go? I was like, I highlighted some of them, like whatever. And they were like, you're never going to read it. Just get over it. Like, whatever. So I took my like 52 books, because I like read like 52 books that year. And then took my comic books, which were extensive. And we got $13. So we were able to like get some drive through.
It's really sad.
I bring it up to Corey sometimes, and Corey's like, you're really going to let your high school girlfriend make real life decisions for you today? And I'm like, babe, I can't give up things that I love for a relationship. You might just leave me. Because then I stopped being interesting. Like, I stopped reading books. I stopped having perspectives. I only had like being like, I'm so happy I'm with you.
Don't trust your high school anybody.
And then she made me meet the dude who was next up. He was coming over playing video games, and I knew he was a scammer and piece of shit when there was this Dragon Ball Z video game, and I picked Krillin, who's not that strong, because I don't want to just pick the top dog. He picked the top dog. It's his game. And then he was like, oh, I'm going to win for sure. And then he just whooped my ass. I didn't even know how to play the game. And he's like, you want to play again? I'm picking the same character. You can pick me if you want, but it doesn't matter. So I got my ass kicked with Krillin like 4 times. And Jackie didn't.
Name drop.
They didn't even defend me. They didn't defend me. And if they do see this, I got even with them at one point because they transferred to the art school I was at in Indianapolis at the time. And they walked up, and I was hanging out with my friends by this big tree. And there was like 12 of us. And I was cool with everybody there. And then Jackie walked up and was like, hey, Jan, what's up? I transferred in. I was like, yup. He was like, who are some of these friends and stuff? I was like, oh, they just people I know. But like, I was like, but I see you. And their friend told me, they were like, Jackie really felt like a way that you didn't introduce her to people. And I was just thinking like,
she made you get rid of your
made
comics.
Me meet the dude. And then I tattooed somebody a year ago, and they said that Jackie was cheating on me. And it had been 16 years. And It had been 16 years and I still felt betrayal. I was like, oh, that hurt.
You were invested. Damn.
All because I gave up some damn books, babe.
Sorry.
When Corey tried to get me to book less than 7 days a week, I was like, quit taking away what I love. Turns out it was bad for my body. So,
Mister, I can't use my wrist. I can't feel it.
Sometimes Corey ends up undoing them. When it goes back to high school, you like, damn.
I mean, if it makes you feel better, my first boyfriend in high school told me that he was going blind. He told me that he had glaucoma and was going blind, and I believed him. And he lied. And he took my virginity, and to this day, he can see with both eyes.
Oh my God.
I'm sorry, this is not the first time I've heard this story, and it's funny every time.
Oh,
so
wait.
sorry.
Whoa. Okay, so was the going blind like a ploy to get you to sleep with him?
I don't know. The weirdest part is, and I mean, like, this will tell you how stupid people are in high school. And I'm not even that, I'm pretty young. But even with, like, this level of hindsight, I'm like, God damn, you stupid idiot. So we only dated for 2 weeks. He was my first and only boyfriend in high school. And that should have told me something. Ergo, I'm a lesbian.
Bless.
This motherfucker looked like, Oscar from Shark Tale. But like 7 feet tall, basically. Eyes way too close together. Big ass, like giving trouty mouth.
Oh.
Giving trouty mouth. Big ass ears. Not to say like, oh, it mattered that he was ugly, because at the time it didn't matter.
It just mattered that he was going blind.
Yeah. So basically, we only dated for like 2 weeks. Because he was a senior, I was a sophomore. We only dated for 2 weeks. Because after that, he was like, well, you're annoying the shit out of me, so I don't want to date you anymore. And I was like, well, damn, that hurt. But I guess I'm over this a little too quickly. Wonder why that is. Probably because I was never attracted to you because I'm a lesbian. But, anyway. So after that, like, we were still friends and still talked and shit. And
But you were like, so you never went blind? Did you like follow up?
No. That's the thing. We dated for 2 weeks. This going blind conversation happened way after.
Okay.
Like, it happened probably like, I dated him during my sophomore year. Probably happened during my junior year. Probably like a couple months or even a month before he took my virginity. And this was after we'd broken up.
Oh, bless.
So he is talking about like, I'm losing my sight. I went to the eye doctor and they said that I'm going to be permanently blind within the year. And I was sobbing. Like, I was fucking weeping. I was like, oh my God. It's okay. I'll be your eyes. Like,
Not I'll be your eyes.
I was like, I'll be your eyes. Whatever. Like, I'm so sorry. Like, I was weeping. I was crying so hard. And then a couple months later, like a month later or whatever, he took my virginity. Well, not he took my virginity. That sounds so inactive. I lost my virginity to him. We had sex, and that was my first time having sex with a man or whatever. And the wild part about that, but I'm not going to get into that on this podcast, because then he and everyone who lived in his neighborhood is going to know exactly who I'm talking about.
Got you.
And everyone who went to our school. And yeah.
Well, I feel like if somebody said they were going blind and didn't, that's
But like years later, to this day, he has not gone blind. He is not going blind.
Well, happy for his eyes. Wow.
Still ugly though. Bet he wishes he was blind when he looked in the mirror.
Damn.
Bet he wishes he was blind when he reflects on his life.
Woo!
Those are bars.
Those are.
Taryn, if you ever get the hankering for some comic books, just let me know. I can come let you borrow some. I have plenty to share.
I'm definitely going to take you up on that.
I have plenty to share. Yeah.
Don't got to tell me twice. I didn't even know there were comic book stores around.
Yeah, apparently you can have like a membership.
Yeah, there's one in...
money off and stuff.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know.
Y'all gonna have to work that out.
There's one in Durham you can go to. I'll tell you about it.
All right, I'm down for that.
Yeah, you're the last one for what you like, and you get to wrap this up.
Well, the thing I like this week, I definitely like that the career is at a moment where I can fly to Indiana and tattoo and fly over here because I feel like I'm
Because
growing.
we can't drive.
I mean, our car broke down right now, but I feel like I'm growing because it's like I get to be in like a richer, blacker community. Bloomington, we have to hold down every level of blackness every day. And it just seems like it's just like questioned at all times if blackness should have a role in certain towns in America. Like if it's got a low black population, they're like, your culture doesn't have a vote and if it belongs here. But it's like black culture is American culture, and it's like I am just gonna have to be me. But here we can just be and just exist. So when I fly in, I feel like I can still just be myself, but I don't have to stress the majority of the month about just like explaining basic shit.
Yeah. So you like the ease.
Yeah, but it's like I gotta be at a certain level in my career to be able to do that. So it's like the work has to always be getting better, but I feel like the work's at a good place right now. I feel like I'm still growing, so that's good. And look, we even did 4 episodes. That means we'll have done this for a month.
Yeah. 4 weeks. We made it. Woo!
I've been learning that when you tell people you have a podcast, you gotta set the expectations real low.
I mean, it is real low.
Because like I'll be like, yeah, like we were talking about that on the podcast, and they're like, oh, you have a podcast, and I'm like, no one listens to it. It's like nobody, like absolutely nobody, and I mean the
then
longer
we get surprised when somebody has.
But the longer nobody listens to it and shit, this just means the crazier I'm about to be. I'm about to be just like,
let's get these views up.
Oh yeah. Well, it was a real one. Thank y'all for coming through, doing the hair.
Yes,
we got to eat together. Good food.
Yeah, I do like that. Walking crab, big fan. Yeah. Anything else y'all need to add before we sign off?
Thanks for having us.
Yeah.
I really enjoyed being here.
This was great. Every time y'all have been here, it's been a good time. All right, y'all. Till next time for episode 5.
It's episode 4.
Well, I said 4, episode 5. That's when we'll be back. This is episode 4. Correct. Yep. This is We're from Indiana, the podcast not.
Comment if you made it this far, and we'll shout you out on the next one. That's because I was smoking.
Yeah. All right. Shout outs next week. Peace. Great job, Taryn. Great job.